Hello, my name is Erin Stone in Ellsworth Adhesives ESR, supporting parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa. Today, I am speaking with Brad Perkins, a Henkel industrial sales rep, to discuss how LOCTITE Threadlockers work and who can benefit from them. Thanks for joining us, Brad.
Thanks for having me, Erin.
How do LOCTITE Threadlockers cure?
LOCTITE anaerobic thread lockers are products that cure only in the absence of air or oxygen and in the presence of active metal ions. So in the case of our thread lockers, they will only cure on the inside of the threaded fastener.
You mentioned active metals. What's an active metal versus inactive metal?
If it rusts or corrodes, it's an active metal, and our anaerobic thread locker will react with it. Think iron, steel, brass, copper. Inactive or passivated metals are plated parts, zinc coated, stainless steel, etc.
Is that why the LOCTITE thread locker sitting on the outside of my fastener is still wet?
Yes, the LOCTITE thread locker will only cure inside the joint or threaded connection where there's no air. Anything outside the joint will still stay in a liquid or gummy state and can be simply wiped away.
I noticed the bottle is only half full. Is that because of the air?
You're right. We only filled the bottles halfway, so there's air in the bottle to keep it from curing. But don't worry, we just make the bottle bigger. There is still 50 milliliters of thread locker in a 50 milliliter bottle. We also package it in a breathable plastic bottle so oxygen can pass more easily through the plastic.
I've had customers tell me they used LOCTITE and couldn't take the fasteners apart. Why is that?
LOCTITE has engineered different strengths of thread lockers depending on the application. For example, the LOCTITE 243 medium strength blue removable grade thread locker can be used in most cases where you want to know your fastener will stay together, but you can take it apart with the same tool you put it on with. If you happen to use a red high strength thread locker, you need to heat up the joint to get it apart.
What are the temperature limits for thread lockers?
We've upgraded many of our anaerobic adhesives over the years. For our legacy thread locker products, minus 65 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit would be a general guide. Our upgraded thread lockers will have 360 degrees Fahrenheit temperature resistance, but we have technology that reaches much higher temperatures.
How do you find the proper breakaway torque for your application?
Breakaway torque refers to the maximum torque needed to break the cured thread locker material on an unseated bolt. We have technical resources with general values, but I would suggest contacting your local Ellsworth sales rep and reviewing the technical data sheet for your specific application.
Can you use LOCTITE thread lockers on plastic or plastic fasteners?
Anaerobic adhesives in general should not be used on plastics. We could get into a whole other conversation about this, but we do have low strength thread lockers that can be used for plastic parts.
Thank you for taking time to answer some of my questions, Brad. If you have questions or would like to set up an on-site training, please connect with your local Ellsworth ESR. You can call 1-800-LOCTITE or you can visit the LOCTITE Industrial website at loctite.com.